Man, BB,
Shanti.
you back.
Yeah, it's good to be here, man. I have life.
Where have you been?
I've been around, minding my business. What else
Man,
can I do?
there's a lot going on, man.
I know. Anytime you watch the news, it makes you wonder what the next, few years are gonna be. Because there's a lot going on right now, and we can only be hopeful. We can only be hopeful
Right.
that things get better. Things can things will be better for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think things will fall back into places, after everything. You know what I mean? But the last time you were here, we were talking about a lot of things, right? We spoke about tribalism, the effects, and all that.
Yes.
But then recently we just saw some trending issues. Not issue, but there was a dude, right, that was basically taking advantage of Ghanaian women,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah, Shanti, I've seen a lot of videos about you talking about the Russian guy.
Yes.
When I first saw it, I went to Twitter just to see if I can, get like a lot of information about what was going on because I didn't know. I first saw it on a WhatsApp platform, so I decided to just do a due diligence as a Ghanaian, just go check out what is really happening on the ground, why there's a trend. So when I saw the videos, I was surprised, that people are mad and people are just, people are judging a pretty woman in Ghana for what happened. It is something that has always been there. As Ghanaians, we all know. Even some of us, when we go to Ghana, you see what our fellow brothers do. They go to Ghana and they come back maybe. Am I allowed to say any word that I want to say?
Yeah.
They go to Ghana and probably maybe sleep with multiple women before they come back. But it doesn't get taped. It doesn't get recorded.
Allegedly. Based on what you're saying, allegedly, we don't have no facts about it.
Papa Shanti, don't be politically correct. We all know what happens. A lot of people go to Ghana and they do that anyway, but it's alleged because we haven't seen a video of them doing it. So we assume that they don't do it. So when I saw it, and especially our men are just judging and lambasting these women for doing what they did with a Russian man, I was a bit surprised because as human beings, we all know we are not monogamous. And as men, we feel we are promiscuous. When you see skate on social media, it's all about men having multiple women, having girlfriends, having a wife, having this and that. And it's like everyone just follow that trend. Oh, remember, this is how they are.
Right.
They can't be with one woman. But naturally, women are also like that. The society that they find themselves do not allow them to really express that side of them. So that makes people think that women are not like that. But women sleep around a lot, more than men.
More than men.
Yes. I mean, okay, allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, if not like the same, on the same level, women do also have, their time with sleeping around with, opposite sex, just like men do,
Right.
but because society has really made it look like only men do have that tendencies of sleeping around, we always paint a picture of men being promiscuous, but when women do it, it's like, wow, you're not supposed to do it. But it's something they've been doing all this while. But the reason why this one was trending is because we were able to see it because
Right.
the guy recorded it with his spectacle or whatever.
Yeah.
The
I
glasses
like
that he
Ray
was
Ban,
wearing.
so
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he just happens to see it happen in real life, like in real time. That's the reason why we had the opportunity to judge them. But it's something that has always been going on. So the ones that has not been recorded is more than the ones that we've been seeing.
Okay. So, but when we look at the actions, right, from the women's part, hey, my name is Kay. Come with me. And all of a sudden,
They follow him.
they follow him. Okay. I want to talk about this. You and I, we are in the diaspora,
Okay.
right? And we know how safety precaution is part of our DNA, right? So you just follow this man. He goes, he takes you to the hotel, the apartment, and then he kills you. Then what do you do?
Shanti, where we live is different from where our brothers and sisters live back home. Here, because we watch Discovery channels, we watch these TV shows that show us how people are being killed every day on live. I mean, now that's a new term because of
Right.
So when we see how people are being killed, just for showing up, But back home, it's not like that. We don't see people just being killed because they go into people's homes or houses or they hang out with people. It's not that common. I know it happens once a while. So if you are a Ghanaian and you're a Ghanaian woman, that thing don't really come to your mind right away, because it's not something we are used to. It's not part of the culture. But here, it is part of the culture that I can just come into this home and that will be the last time anybody is going to see me, But back in Ghana, it's not like that. You can just go hang out in the night and just go home without getting killed. Probably maybe you get robbed or something else. But to get killed is not like that. So the women were not seeing him and thinking that he probably might even do any harm to them. So they wanted to have fun. And most of the videos, he was in a like Airbnb kind of environment, like it's a more of like a short-term rental or like a hotel. So how do you get killed in a hotel? Because when you are going there, security will see you. Probably reception will see you too. So these are layers of security that you have to go through before you go into that person's room. So I guess that sense of urgency of their safety was not part of their thinking when they were dealing with him, because they thought he was just a tourist who just came to Ghana and he's trying to find love, and they fell for it. But okay, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting based on what you're saying, right? Also, we saw some married women in the equation.
Okay.
All right. Why? Why would you fall for that? Is it because of money? Is it because of color? Is it because of black and white? What's that? What's the issue? Why would you fall when you have children? You had kids. You had kids that you were with at the mall.
But did you go with the kids to the man's house or to the man's home?
She dropped the kids at home, showered.
They went to have fun. So do you think getting married alone should be enough for someone who is promiscuous to stop being, sleeping around?
I don't think so. But then what's the point of getting married?
You see, that it comes back to what I'm talking about, how society has boxed all of us into certain kind of lifestyle that we're supposed to live. Like when we started, I already said it, that as human beings, we are not monogamous. Men, we always think we are the only polygamous species, around. But women are just like us. They also sometimes feel like the way we feel when you see a woman, sometimes it's not even about love. You just want to have a one night stand, or you just want to have, your way with her just for a short period of time. women also have that. They also see men that they feel like, wow, this guy is cute. I wish I can have a piece of him. So the fact that they are married will not change that. Because naturally, we are not made like that.
Right.
Everyone has this tendency to have multiple partners, because it's like, that's the reason why marriage struggles, because once they live with one person for a very long time, then they start thinking about, oh, I think this will be great if I go with this person, but with time, even when they go with the same person, it will still change, because once you get used to that person, you want to change. So women are also like that. They get used to men too. And like I said, women, probably they even sleep around more than men do. It's just that society don't really amplify it. They don't project it for people to see. So we always feel men are the ones doing, and we are the ones that will come out and say, be proud about it and say it loud for people to see. So them getting married and doing that does not change anything. They are just being women. But let me ask you this question.
Right.
If the Russian was a woman, okay, that went to Ghana with the same glasses, approaching Ghanaian men on the street, asking them, oh, you know what, you are cute, Shanti. Can I have my way with you? Trust me, it would have been in millions of men sleeping with that woman. Because you know how men are. You can have like 20 friends and 20 friends will be sleeping with one woman. It's not because it's something that they plan. Oh, this woman is cheap. I already had my share. Can you also go have yours? Then, let's say Shanti will tell whoever, maybe Reverend Cash, Matthew, Eugene, Solo. He will make sure he let all of them know that there's a woman that I met in Accra Mall. She's white, she's Russian, and she's trying to have a taste of African man. So I gave it to her, and I think you can also have it too. So go have your own share. But women don't even do that. Women don't do that. She will probably tell her friends about the man that she met at the mall and say, oh, I wish the man will help me out and make my life better, but don't come close. But men will say, oh, go have your share. So we are even more cheaper than these women that we are trying to accuse. That because they slept with this Russian guy, so that's the end of their life. They are disgusting. We've never seen anything like that. So just think about it. If it was a Russian woman that did same to Ghanaian men and Kenyan men, do you think it will have the same traction, the same judgment that we are giving our women?
Yeah, I mean, you have a point. It's very interesting in what you just put out, right? In terms of if it was vice versa, right? I mean, we will have some stupid men fall for it, but not all.
Okay, but not all women will fall for him too.
I mean, man, majority of what we saw.
Okay, let me make it simple for you. If a woman and a man, both of them are approached by their opposite sex, trying to have sex, who do you think would jump for it first? Women think before they act.
In today's generation, we don't know. Because before, let's say in maybe like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, yeah, fine. A man would jump on it.
Oh, really? So you think things has changed?
Yeah.
With men?
Of course.
No, I don't think so.
Nowadays, men are really thinking about money.
We've always been thinking about money.
But now it's like...
We've always been thinking about
it's
money.
10x.
No, it comes with age. The money thing you're talking about is because now you growing, you are matured, so you think. But the men that are coming, the men that are younger, maybe in their early 20s, all they think about is sex, because at that age, what do you want? You don't want to drive a Bentley, and a few of them do because of this scam thing going on. But you don't think about Bentley, you don't think about buying a house, you don't think about buying a property or whatever. All you think about is just having your way with women. So I think men, we are more on the softer side if we think about how cheap and how easy we are when it comes to somebody asking for sex.
Right.
Because even if you, let's say if women, if they are not in a mood to have whatever sex with you and you ask for sex, they will decline. But men, even if you are not in a mood and woman tells you, man, I want to have sex, all of a sudden, You be up. You want to do it. You understand what I mean? So we are that cheap. We are more cheaper than women. So I mean, the truth should be told. I know you are just trying to sugarcoat it and make.
No, I'm not sugarcoating.
No.
I mean, the fact is there. We saw it. We saw the video. All right.
But
I mean, based on what you're saying, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Allegedly, you saying that, okay, if it was men would have done worse than this.
Yes.
We don't know. We haven't seen it. It never happened.
Oh, so Papa Shanti, I know you have more male friends than women.
No,
You have more male friends than women.
I have women friends too.
And you know how they think. No. So okay.
I have beautiful women. Friends.
Okay, do you think if it was just like I said, if it was a Russian woman and a Russian man going to Ghana to experiment, just to test the waters to see who they will sleep more with, do you think the Russian man will sleep more with women than woman will sleep more with men?
I think if it was a Russian woman, right, with a Ghanaian man, once that Ghanaian man gets hold of that Russian woman, he's not gonna get or make her go away because Charlie, the time come. I need my visa. I need my green card.
Papa Shanti, you see, that is now in this whole scenario, the one who is in control is not you. It's not you that they are approaching. It's the person that are approaching you. So the woman has an agenda that I want to sleep with a lot of men. And you think, you are in love, so I have you to myself. That's not gonna work. Especially when she's the one having the money. Like I'm the one that tells you come in, because I have the money. I'm the one spending on you. You can't control me. I tell you, and the same thing with the man. The man was having the money, so he can tell these women, don't come to my house. Don't call me this time. I'm not in town. Maybe, and they will agree because they don't want to piss him off. And the same thing with the man. If it was a woman and she has an agenda to sleep with, so you have no control. So don't try to just maneuver the whole situation to make it look like a man will try and just take charge of the woman and make sure nobody comes close. You have no control. That decision has to be made by the woman that is on a mission to sleep with a lot of men.
All right, good. So I want to ask you this. I mean, based on what we've all seen, right? From the Russian man, our Ghanaian beautiful women, what do you think would be the advice in general, like moving forward, in how Ghanaian women should deal with foreigners or even Ghanaian men? Like, because this was so easy. Come with me. And then, boom, it happened like that.
Wow. You think about that advice. Do I even have the right to advise people, or do I have the moral grounds to do it? It's just okay. I think first of all, what the Russian guy did, recording women without their consent. I mean, of course, they've even said over and over again is wrong. You can't do that. Let them know. At least I'm recording. Are you okay with it? And they say yes. Okay, you go ahead and do it. So that one is already established. But with our women just sleeping around, I can preach it all day, and tell them you don't have to, but they will do it. But we all know that we have HIV, we have STDs and all that, around, and I don't know whether they have this mentality. They still have this master slavery kind of mentality where they see every white man as someone who is rich. And, these white men, they are just like us, some are rich, some are poor, just like we have black rich men and black poor men. We have people who are sane and those who are insane. So they should just look at them just like any other human being, just like they will see their boyfriend, someone approaching them on the street. If it was a black boy in Ghana, a black Ghanaian man approaching them, were they going to make it that easy for them, just like they made it easy for the Russian guy? If it's no, then they have to rethink, and they have to unlearn, that the white man is just like any other man that, that walks on two legs, So whenever they want to deal with people like that, they have to take caution. They just don't have to jump in and do whatever they feel, but they have to think it through.
All right.